Hello and welcome to Fables and Fairies. I'm the fairy, we tell fables. It's usually a good time, usually a creepy time as of late. Before we dive into things, of course, the usual announcements, you know them, you love them by this point. Due to technical limitations, we are speaking to you magically from the past. The transdimensional chat, however, does not work. So those of us here on screen are not seeing what is said in chat, but I always hang around during chat to hang out there. Sometimes the players do as well. So say hello. We'd love to hear from you. And speaking of chat, this is a loving, queer community, welcoming space. So no bigotry, homophobia, racism, any of that nonsense, and I will be having a word with you and potentially showing you out. Also, typical Twitch rules that you are familiar with, no external links, no spamming or excessive symbols, that sort of stuff. And if you go afoul of that, Nightbot will probably have a word with you. And, of course, we love the live viewers. It's awesome to have you here. But if you are watching this on video, on demand, VOD, on Twitch, please pop down there and subscribe so that you will know when our live broadcasts are happening on Twitch. Or if you are seeing us later on YouTube, please pop a follow so that you will be aware when new videos go over onto YouTube. Stay tuned, stay up to date. And I think
that reminds me to do a follow on YouTube right now.
Yeah, or wait, no.
The last episode on YouTube.
I flipped that around, didn't I? Sorry. A subscription on YouTube, a follow on Twitch. You know the lingo.
I'm literally doing it this very moment. We now have 8 subscribers.
Ooh, we are climbing up the ranks. Very good, very good. All right, and then last but not least, it seems like we're just on rotation here because by now the audience will have noticed the black box that is usually Baratsun's window. We do not have a trigger today, unfortunately, so we're just circling around the block, apparently, as last-minute things come up. So we miss your trigger.
Sean, what I'm saying is that you're going to be gone next week, whether you know it now or not.
I have to be gone, I guess.
Oh, goodness.
There's a button that the DM is going to push under your chair like in a Bond movie, and you're just going
to fall down.
Oh, man. Well, very good. So, without further ado, let us dive back into our current adventure, the chapter entitled A Deep and Creeping Darkness of Candlekeep Mysteries, which is written by Sarah Madsen with direction from Michelle Carter. Check them out. Check out our previous chapters as well, because this is a pretty awesome book. Previously, the party had been informed of an interesting opportunity presented to them by a prospecting mining company that had approached Candlekeep looking for answers about a platinum mine that had been abandoned and the settlement supporting it long since done away with 70 years ago. The chief account of this is a collection of eyewitness accounts and secondhand hearsay entitled A Deep and Creeping Darkness that was compiled by a traveling author, traveling bard that eventually made its way into Candlekeep and serves as your chief reference material. With this tome in hand, you made your way to Mirren, the largest settlement that is nearby to Verdamel, this lost mining location. Gathered some intelligence, some information from a few individuals that had once hailed from Verdamel, and taking that information, gone to the lost town itself. Upon arriving, you visited the graveyard in order to pay respects to the dearly departed wife of one of these individuals, laying flowers on the grave as had been requested, and Baratsun, actually, I believe, receiving a blessing of thanks from beyond the grave. You then made your way to the mayor's mansion that holds down the center of town, searching within for clues as to what had happened after this horrific collapse of the mines, individuals that were trapped or killed within. And then in the aftermath of this collapse, first the survivors, then their families, and then other denizens of the village mysteriously going missing. As you searched through the manor, you found signs that some sort of strange creature had perhaps been here much more recently. And you looked through the remains of the disheveled library, where it seems that the mayor of Verdamel had been researching possibilities to explain these strange disappearances, and coming upon one book that outlines these strange mean-lock creatures, hailing from the darkest corners of the Feywild and drawn to darkened spaces of pain and panic and desperation. So with that, you batten down the hatches in order to make a night's rest with a series of Home Alone style traps on stairs and shutters and doors as you prepared to bunk down for the evening. That is where we pick up.
Okay.
Super looking forward to this Home Alone traps working amazingly.
I'm super looking forward to not getting attacked in the night in our house.
It's definitely
Yeah,
not going to be a
people are-
ghost. Incorporeal ghost, that's for sure.
It'll be fine.
Oreo ghost?
Slimer.
Ooh, no, fair point.
So where is Barretsoon? Is he still here?
Yes,
Sweet.
yeah, he's with you. You know, reading some notes.
Oh
And-
no, he's frozen in time. But he says he'll be unfrozen in time in 8 to 9 hours. It'll be fine, guys.
Yeah,
It's good.
You guys are
He's
so weird.
he's just off to himself. You know, reading some of these reference materials that exist in this library.
Yeah, you're weird, and I say that as a cat.
So I forget, were we trying to take a short rest? Long rest?
I think we were long resting.
I think you did, didn't you? Sounds like it. We did.
Did we, Brendan?
I don't believe so.
It doesn't
I
matter
think
to
we-
me.
I thought the idea was that we were going to bunk down for the night, that it was late in the
Mhm.
night.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think we had actually executed the rest yet. That we had just set up the Kevin McAllister traps. Well,
Mhm.
Sean did. I mean, Azure did.
Wow.
Well, everybody, I'll take the first watch. Go to sleep.
All right, Zokar, give me a perception check.
Sorry, it's taking a second because I am using a laptop.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you're very
I
perceptive.
perceive it.
So, Zokar, as you settle yourself down for the evening, alert to the circumstances around you, it's quiet. You hear sort of the whistling wind outside, you know, blowing through the chimneys, and it is all the sounds that you expect until you hear the ringing of that little bell that is tied to the door downstairs.
Sure, I can handle it myself. I will enter my armor, takes an action, and then I will walk and to the top of the stairs and be prepared for whatever comes through.
Okay, very good.
Oh.
As you focus your attention down the stairs and listen very intently, that ringing of the bell stops. And you hear sort of the creaking, almost scratching on the wood of the door. And everything goes quiet. And then suddenly, very loudly,
Is me.
Wait, if you come up the stairs, a paint can's going to hit you in the head. Wait, just wait. And and then I will gently mage hand the traps to keep them in place. And I'll be like, all right, come up the stairs now. Don't step there. You can step there. Don't step on the mouse trap. And just, like guide him through our
I will
Kevin
use my
McAllister.
I will use my climb speed to climb up the side of the wall.
All right, I like it. I like it. Very, very, dexterous. And with that, Tally is reunited with you. Tally, you have arrived with the supplies and the provisions and everything. So there's a nice wagon of good stuff outside, as was your assignment.
Hi guys, I'm a little late, but I have good stuff. All canned chicken and fish.
Oh, good, good.
Put it in the breakfast porridge. I'll finish it in the morning.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I can make anything taste good. Put it in the
Okay.
breakfast porridge.
I mean, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's in the-
Haven't you heard of the classic D&D breakfast, potted meat and porridge?
I mean, whatever.
I
I'll
can make
just-
anything taste good.
Yep.
Okay.
And as you return back to your fellows, all gathered in the library, Baratsun is gone.
It's because of the thing, isn't it?
All right. I mean, I assume he can take care of himself. They're sleeping. Shush. Also, it's your watch. I'm going to bed.
Okay, I'll watch. I came out of a long journey and was immediately handed a watch.
Yep.
Great. I'm
All
glad
right.
I'm part of this group.
Good, good, good. All right, give me a perception check.
Oh God, hold on. Where is it? There it is.
All right. You, as you are sort of sitting, you were coming through the night, so you know what the night sounds like, and you're just hearing sort of the creaking of the house, the whistling of the wind, and it's that sort of whistling, moaning on the wind that gradually, almost imperceptibly, it slips into the back of your mind, and you suddenly realize that you've been listening to a scream.
Oh gosh. Do you have any sense of how far away it would be?
No, you're really not. It's definitely, it's not in your immediate vicinity. It is very much sort of carried on the wind, echoing from the distance. This just long, drawn out, blood curdling scream that you don't even realize when it started.
Got it. Well, I think chasing a anonymous blood-curdling scream in the darkness is probably not a good use of our time right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to file that in the tell everyone in the morning category.
All right, very good. And then who has third watch?
I'll go.
Okay.
Tally, whoa, where did you come from?
I come bearing food.
Awesome. Glad to have you back. Where's
Apparently-
Baratsun?
He tagged out. I came in, he disappeared. Don't ask questions. Good night.
Sounds good.
Right, very good. Well, Selva, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. Ooh, my goodness. Yes, you too have a keen sense as you are listening to your surroundings and having that familiarity with the weather as you do, the wind blowing in certain directions and whatnot. And you occasionally hear that scream come as well. But you, with your sense of weather, realize that it is not carried on the wind. You can hear the direction. It's not coming from the way the wind is blowing. And as you sort of peer over to one of the windows on the south side of the north side of the house, peek through the shutters, and faintly in the gloom, you can see the entrance to the mines, almost illuminated in pale, patchy moonlight as there are clouds racing across the sky, and so you can see patterns of silver cascade across the landscape. And in just one of those brief glimpses of moonlight, you can see the yawning entrance of the mines and a hunched, blackened figure that stands in the opening. And then everything goes dark, and there's another split of moonlight, and you see the empty cave.
How far are we away from that shutter? How far is that from the mine about?
Probably about 100 feet.
Okay. He's just hunched. I couldn't see his face at all, or the figure's face at all.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess we have these traps set up, so I don't feel too alarmed yet. He's quite a bit away by the mine, so I think I'll just keep watching and maybe make Azure aware of it when it's his turn.
All right. And then final watch to Azure.
I'll look over at Tally. I'll look over at Bart soon and just be like, okay, let's do this. Let's do the sneaky perception thing again. That always works.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, Azure, don't want to freak you out. I looked out there. There's a hunched Quasimodo sort of guy by the mine. So just keep an eye out. He's pretty far away.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Like, have my crossbow ready.
Mhm.
All right. So Azure, you take advantage of the fact that you are on the upper story. There are all these various traps, and there are these very fortuitous chimneys. And so you kind of slink your way up a chimney and sort of perch at the top to have a good vantage point of the whole town around you, using, that spotty moonlight and your dark vision to keep an eye. Now that you know, at least from, or believe from Selva, that there is something specific, you want to keep an eye out for it. And as you are there on the top of the chimney, the wind whistling by, sort of bitter cold as you're wrapping your cloak around you, and every little movement that you're spotting out of the corner of your eyes as a tree is blown or a, long since tattered curtain is ripped free from the ruined houses and flutters across the town. You are keenly looking at that. So keenly looking at the town that you fail to notice until the last moment a deep, raspy breath just over your shoulder.
Oh boy.
Can I fall into the chimney?
Sure. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
All right. Yeah, you just instinctively make yourself narrow and just slip down the chimney and then catch yourself at the last minute, a cloud of soot coming tumbling out into the room as you deftly deposit yourself. And you look up the chimney where there's just that little, a rectangle of silver moonlight waiting for something to look over. But nothing changes.
I'll keep my crossbow just pointed up and ready, and I'll wait a minute or so.
All right. You wait. You think that you hear creaking or a little bit of clattering of the tiles on the roof. But you're not sure. Maybe it's just the wind blowing the tiles. And gradually you sort of settle back in, staying inside as you finish your watch and wake in the morning. Now I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw at the conclusion of this long rest.
That's saving throw.
This isn't a charm effect, is it?
It is not.
Are you sure?
I'm quite certain.
I'm actually going to spend my inspiration
Okay.
Oh wow.
because a 5 is not great.
Oh. Selva and Azure, as you are trying to rouse yourselves in the morning, there is just something deeply unsettling about what you witnessed last night, the two circumstances that you experienced. Selva, as you tried to get that last 2 hours of sleep, you were tossing and turning as every time you closed your eyes, you felt that hunched figure just standing over you. Azure, you realize that the entire night you were uneasy. You had a fitful sleep. And when you wake up and have this watch and you hear that raspy breathing over your shoulder, you realize that's what you were hearing in your nightmares the whole night long. Both of you have a level of exhaustion from your failed efforts to get a good rest.
So how does that work? Do they still get a long rest but also have a level of exhaustion?
Correct. Yeah, they get get to well, I guess you guys didn't really do anything to exert yourselves yesterday anyhow in terms of spell slots or
Fair.
what have you.
Elf slots, what are those?
Oh, poor rogue.
Mm.
What does that do exactly? I'm sorry.
That will give you disadvantage on ability checks. So
Gotcha.
attack rolls and saving throws are still fine. But if you do like perception or athletics, that sort of thing, then you have disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Oof.
Morning anxiety affecting my life. It's just like real life.
Oh,
And here you thought you were playing a game.
I cast the spell Lexapro.
Yeah.
But
Lunesta.
But otherwise, you all wake. There is, potted meat and porridge that is waiting to be spruced up or consumed as is. And
I take the potted meat out. I just skip the porridge and get another pot of meat and eat that.
Well, if you eat this one, it will invigorate you, for I have cooked it with a secret Githyanki recipe, and you will be more robust now than you are. This is a standard battle porridge, and it is, you might even be the first materials to get to try it.
Battle porridge.
Mm.
Yes.
I will have
Fancy
one
dish.
spoonful skeptically of battle porridge. Is it good?
You can have 2 temporary hit points.
Oh,
it is 2 temporary hit points of good.
so it's like goodberry porridge.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Does everyone get 2 hit points?
Yes, I have just enough for 4. I
If
have
you
just
eat-
enough for 4 people.
What
Thank you.
metagaming? What was that?
I have the chef's feet.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And there's a thing that I can do to give up to 2 of us 10 hit points. So I'm doing it. So 2 temp hit points.
Whoop, whoop. Good.
Oh, there it is. That's fun.
Oh,
Hmm. I see.
Oh,
cool.
I also have treats that I can bake as part of a short rest that make us gain more hit points when we take short rest.
I love it. This is
Healing.
good. What a fun feat. How have I never noticed this before?
Yes. I am a cook. I cook things.
Well,
Part of my character.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, take your 2 temp hit points.
one of us is going to end up being saved by those 2 temp hit points.
How many of those can you make?
Enough for all of us, and that's it.
Right. Well,
Yes, we eat our needed battle porridge, and then we are ready for the day.
very good. And as you awake, peeking out through, the shutters and the slits of your Home Alone traps, you see the sort of amber glow of a slightly overcast day in the early sunrise, casting the long amber shadows across the mountaintop town.
Shall we head into the mine? I feel like that's the place to go now.
Seems like the logical next step, as much as I
Yeah.
don't like the idea.
I think it's
Mhm.
time, and it's daytime. Seems like a better option than waiting.
Mhm.
All right, very good. Anything in particular that you do head over in that direction?
Do we wish to look at the remainder of the town, or should we get right to clearing out the mine?
I mean, we can look at the remainder of the town. What is there? Like, how much town is there remaining?
There can't be that much left. But yeah, let's look around.
We looked at a tree and a house,
Yeah.
and that's the and a graveyard. That was the full list. There's a fancy mayor's town, and it had like a sitting room in it. So I assume there's at least, like a half dozen houses and probably like a tavern or something.
Yeah. Make a perception check as you guys are just sort of strolling around town.
Making my way.
All right.
And I'm homebound.
Oh, I
Oof.
thought we were all making it.
Oh no, no, that's good. Yeah, you take advantage there, or well, actually no, that cancels out then. But yeah, no. Oh, and there we go. Zokar taking a look. All right, so as you are strolling around town, you do notice a few. There are a number of sort of ruined houses, but you do notice a few locations that do have signposts outside. And so you notice one particular slightly larger building that has a signpost out front with a crossed hammer and wand depicted on the sign.
I like that.
And then there is a very tidy stone house that has a sort of wrought iron fence around the yard with lots of tombstones in the yard. And one of them, positioned by the gate, reads Adolin Crean. Or, no, sorry, whoopsie. Triss Frosthair, stonemason, inquire at back.
Well, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith.
All right.
Yeah, same.
I mean, unless it's a tavern that's blacksmith themed.
Yeah.
We should start that.
As you peek in, you see a thick layer of dust covers the interior of this building. A squat forge sits dormant in the far corner with an anvil and an empty quenching trough beside it. And then on the opposite side of the room are two workbenches with stools and various drawers and cabinetry built into the wall.
I will say that the quenching trough would be a really good name for a blacksmith themed tavern.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That blacksmith would go great for Home Alone Trap.
I will enter and, in a loud voice call out, Blacksmith! Blacksmith, are you in attendance?
I hope not.
As you enter in the door, there is a pleasant tingling of a bell.
Did you booby trap this too?
Not my booby trap. I wouldn't be so sloppy.
I'll turn around. Is there one of those little bell door things?
There is a bell that just sort of hangs over the door that is not moving.
I'm going to take the bell.
Okay. You grab it, and it, as you grab it, it jingles a little bit, makes the same sound.
Cats like bells.
I'm going to look around. Was this blacksmith working on anything that's nearing completion?
Sure, make a investigation check.
I do that.
I'll help you, I guess.
I've added a bell to my backpack.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's see here. Do.
You need +1 weapons,
Yeah.
Just-
Looking around, you can you quickly are able to discern that this was a sort of more complete workshop, that it did seem to serve the purpose of blacksmithing and magic item crafting, or at least wand creation, and things of that sort, working with wood in magical fashion. But everything is pretty neatly tidied up. There are lots of tools that are missing, and as you're sort of pulling through the drawers and looking around, it's kind of the basics. The basics are all missing. There's some, more niche tools that have been left behind, but the basic blacksmith's kit and woodcarver's kit are, missing. However, as you are looking around, you do realize that near the back, where there is a curtain that leads into just a kitchen and bed, combined kitchen and bedroom area, there is a loose floorboard. And as you sort of jostle it and pull it back, you peek inside to see definitely some glimmering. There is a finely crafted sword and shield that have dwarven filigree in them, and a sort of leather envelope, leather, document sheath or what have you, that's sort of folded and tied shut.
I will unravel that.
Okay.
What kind of sword was it?
It is a longsword.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. And as you open that up, there is a sheaf of parchment within and a ring that comes clattering out sort of across the floor. And so as you pick up the ring, it is a fine silver band that has the sort of design of two flying serpents that make up the ring and sort of clasp together their wings to form the setting for just a small little green, a bit of jade.
Well, that's cool.
Mhm.
And the sheaf of parchment reads, "To the next visitor of this safe house, I trust that this will serve as my notice. I am no longer comfortable with the work that the Black family performs. With everything that has gone down in this village, I cannot stand idly by and partake any further. I hope that these items will be of use to you and serve as my buyout. Do not come looking for me."
Mm.
Well, how mysterious.
Interesting.
Can anyone detect magic?
I cannot detect magic, but I can identify. It's just going to take 10 minutes if I don't want to use a spell slot.
Or does
Well,
anyone
yeah,
have
no,
like
no, no.
any
So
like
can-
arcana or anything?
Yeah, I mean, is any indication that the ring, the sword, or the is it a sword and a shield?
Sword and shield, yep.
I mean, as much as I don't want to waste half an hour, it feels like we should check it.
I mean, we could do the ring for now.
Yeah.
Sword and shield. I mean, can anyone even use the sword or shield?
I can
can.
use a shield and a long sword, but it's not really my jam.
Yeah, same.
Um,
I can use the sword and shield, but it's not my thing.
I mean, basically, I would say pick one. I vote ring.
Let's
I
do
say
the
Pick
ring.
ring.
one, and I will.
I support this
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
On the way out, if we want to grab the sword and shield to take back, we'll
Oh, we
come
should
back
probably
in.
grab it.
Oh yeah, we'll grab
we
it.
can grab it now. We'll put them in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just to see before we leave if any of these are magic, I will identify the ring
All right.
and the ritual.
Very good. As
Poke
you
it and prod it with all my various devices.
Indeed, as you finally inspect all of the details, subject it to the certain, pitches of harmony and whatnot to see how it might resonate, you come to the conclusion of your ritual feeling very comfortable that this is a ring of mind shielding.
Oh,
Oh,
That's really good.
oh.
maybe we should check the sword and shield.
Well, the problem is none of
Maybe
us
we
can
should
use
pick
it.
the sword and shield.
Yeah, we can.
It's still early in the morning. We won't regret this time later when we're tired
fair.
in the dark mines. I'll do the sword next with everyone's assent.
I
Okay.
think that it's worth the 10 minutes given how powerful the thing is we just found.
Hey, I'm exhausted, so let's just hang out for a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
I hand
As
you-
as you study the sword, again subjecting it to harmonies, it does have a little bit of a ring to it, and the glint to it is a bit unusual. It doesn't refract the light quite in the ways that you would expect, and so you flick your lenses and try a couple different, spectrums of light, and you realize that it is a moon-touched blade.
The heck does that mean?
It's a very minor magical enhancement. I think it's even of a common rarity.
Also, if you try to type moon touched into D&D Beyond, it autocorrects to moo touched, which is a very different kind of blade.
Yeah.
Well, what is that? What is it? I'm sorry, because D&D Beyond isn't bringing it up. What does a moon touched blade do?
That is an excellent question, because I forget off the top of my head.
I got it.
If memory serves, doesn't it just shed moonlight? Isn't
Yeah.
it just a glowy sword?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's magical. What about the shield?
I feel like we might have been able to deduce that when we took it out and it started shining.
I think
But,
doesn't it only shine when it's
In
in darkness or in moonlight or something?
No,
It's in darkness.
It does bright light for 15 feet and dim light for another 15 feet.
Gotcha.
But it would have been in darkness. It was underneath the floorboard.
Yeah, fair. All right, that was my oversight of just
Maybe
forgetting.
you should get the shield for free.
Yeah.
As you study and inspect the shield, it does not seem to have any magical properties.
You got it for free.
And then number 3, 30 minutes later, we find out the shield is
Non-magical.
it's just a really pretty shield.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
who wants the ring? I don't feel like that's really appropriate for me.
I feel like it has Githyanki all over it.
I do too. I was sort of thinking that.
I mean, I also like not being able to know when people are I'm lying magically.
Yeah, but you can just do that with your persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
You don't need a ring.
We Githyanki have trained our minds to resist telepathic intrusion. I feel like this will compensate for your lack of proper mental training, and I will give you the ring.
Oh God, I love a spike
Who?
ring.
Who are you giving it to?
Giving it to you.
Me? Why me?
You want
Because
it?
you just said all that.
There. I'll slip it in my pocket, but I can't attune to it yet.
Also, if you read about it, which I hadn't, apparently it also like sails your soul if you die, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that'll be a fun thing to find out later.
We can resurrect you from the dead, maybe.
It was called Ring of Mind. What was it?
Mind shielding.
Mind shielding.
Mind taking.
So,
So you can choose to leave the ring. You're not like stuck in it.
Yeah.
no. It's a good kind of immortality in a ring.
Mhm.
You can like hang out with your former party and give them advice.
Ooh, maybe we should attune to it in case there's a mind already in it.
Oh,
Ooh,
Did we?
yeah.
you
that's
guys are
probably good.
tired. Why don't you relax, rest?
I'm always tired.
Hold on. There's a train going by, so I'm gonna.
So is it a short rest?
I think it is a short rest.
Okay.
There's a train going by. I don't know that we have a choice.
Hmm.
So, anyway, short rest.
All right, go ahead.
Not need it.
And go ahead and attune yourself, Azure.
So many steps to attune it.
The DM needs a short rest.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put my finger to the ear, other ring to my ear. Hello?
Hola?
That's not how telepathy works. You must reach out to it with your mind.
Hmm.
I was really waiting for Zokar to just say boo.
I don't have any telepathy, just telekinesis.
Oh, I know. I was expecting you to say it out loud, frankly.
Oh.
Just scratch the back of his neck a little bit.
Right? No, Azure, as you have become attuned to the ring and reach out to sense anything, there's just cold, empty nothing.
Like my soul. Okay, cool. We learned something. So can anyone use a long sword who wants it to glow? I mean, that's the thing is I can use it, but I don't want it to glow.
I mean,
Well,
I think I actually swapped out my long sword proficiency. So if somebody has long sword proficiency, then take it. It's a torch, if nothing else.
Oh,
It's
I
a
have long.
pointy torch.
But we all have, who doesn't have dark vision?
Me and Bart soon.
Oh, fair point. Okay, well that's fine. I will. I'll take it. I mean, whatever. I can use it. I don't.
It's
I
magic.
usually use
Take it.
spears and staffs, but I don't. There's no reason I have to, so I'll take it.
Okay.
And you said it's a moon
Moon
touched.
touched.
Got it. Add to equipment. Done. If this takes up an attunement slot, okay.
No,
it does.
no, gosh, no.
I was gonna say for a freaking metal torch.
Yeah.
It still counts as magical when you hit stuff, so that's good,
Yep.
right?
Does it?
Yes, yeah, it is. It's
Oh.
magical.
Well, that's the only magical weapon that I have. So okay, that's fun. I'll
Yeah.
take that
Yeah.
just in case.
It's good
That
for
was
ghosties and ghoulies.
Mhm.
That was a bonus that I did not think about.
Too true, too true.
Remind me why. I'm sorry to be a dumbass. Remind me why it's 1d8 plus 2 and 1d10 plus 2,
The D10 is if
Is
you're
it
wielding it
versatile?
two-handed.
which I would be if I'm not holding a shield, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which
Just
this might be the first queer party not to make the versatile joke, but that is a versatile sword.
Good.
I'm
as a
proud of us.
non-versatile person, I'll take the 1d10.
It's so close, so very close.
All right.
Oh,
To the mine.
Say that again?
Yes.
To the mine.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought
say
the
to
ring
no
was
one
saying something to me,
particular.
like in your mind.
and actually, not to be an item hog, but if no one wants it, what kind of shield is it? Is it just a medium shield?
Yeah, all shields give you a +2. There's no variation among them.
But only if I actually am using it at the moment. So only when I'm in melee.
Yeah. And it does take an action to put it on and off, so you want to kind of make up your mind before battle.
Understood. No, I got it. I'm mostly a ranged person, but I have shield proficiency, so I might as well have a shield.
Yeah.
Slung across my kitty back.
Yep.
Meow.
Very good. Heard I want. All right. So as you make your way to the mine, morning fully coming upon you and bathing, sort of washed out, overcast day, the sun piercing through the clouds in places, and you come to this yawning gap in the mountainside that just descends away into darkness. What is your marching order?
I say that you with the sword should go first, and I will protect from the rear.
Well, hold on. Me with the sword is not my highest and best use as a ranger. As a ranged ranger.
Oh, fine. I will take out my tools, and I will touch them to my armor, and my armor will glow.
I'm not suggesting I can't do it. I'm saying it's probably not my best use. I'll be glad to go second.
My entire armor glows up to 5 feet.
All right. How much
Wow.
how much glow is the sword? Is that also a 5 and 5?
No, it's a 15 and 15, but I don't have it out.
Oh, okay.
I'm carrying my bow.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
We need any torches? I think I have a couple.
I think Zokar's covering himself, so to speak.
I'm also making sure that I'm a big bright target for any evil, I don't know, mine wasps, mine moths.
I really hope there is something called a mine moth in D&D. I don't think there is, but if there wasn't, I'd wish there was.
There has to be.
Make one up on the fly.
I mean,
on the
that's a
moth.
second feature. That's a second edge feature if ever I've heard of one.
Let's see. Okay. Come on.
Are we doing some roll 20ing?
Yes.
Thought we might be.
But let's see.
All I can find is Mothman.
All right. Switch over there. There we go. All right. So as you descend deeper down into the earth, steady slope, bringing you into the mine proper. It is dark and damp, and you hear the sound of dripping water echoing from deep within. Further you go in, the faster the light from behind you starts to fade away until you are, except for Zokar's little area, you are cloaked in this oppressive blanket of darkness, so deep that you can almost touch it.
In the midst of this oppressive darkness, Drake appears next to me.
All right.
A black Drake, so no one can see it. You can hear it meowing.
Oh, good.
I will begin moving ahead carefully, bit by bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now I'm thinking, having him glowing might not be a great idea. Like, I can go first with dark vision and kind of guide
You're-
us.
I mean, I
Problem
don't
is
know.
he
Sorceress
can't
should
see.
go first.
Hmm?
I'm nervous to have the sorceress go first. No offense.
No. I am serving as bait. This way, anything not used to the light will be skittish, and anything that perceives it as a threat will attack me.
I support this entirely.
All right.
Incidentally, quick status check, how are we doing on robotiness? I think everything's fine on my end.
It does sound good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, great.
Fantastic. All right, so my fix for dynamic lighting worked, of the spectator token being a unique thing.
Yeah, it looks good and sounds good.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, I could use a very quick minute to get something to drink, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
of course.
I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
All right.
There's a fork. I will use my mighty Gith senses to determine which side of this fork I'm supposed to go down.
All right, make a perception check.
I'll help you. So I'm right behind you, and I have proficiency.
Okay, let's roll that.
All right. Zokar, as you sort of pause and listen and look around, you notice that this passageway up here is wider and more established. So there's that information there. There is the steady drip drop that sort of is echoing in all directions and almost has this like hypnotic just repetition to it. And you feel yourself sort of starting to fade away. And then you sort of come back and take stock of your surroundings again.
Let us go deeper into the mine then. We'll go up to the north here.
Azure, catch up. There you go. Okay, good.
Sorry, I'm writing notes while we're doing this as well.
No, I appreciate it because I'm not, because I'm keeping up. So note away. I'm a terrible note taker, but I'm a good keeper upper. Okay, I see another fork and I see some dots on the rightmost side.
Mm.
I wish you could just stay within 10 feet of another character.
I know, like walk yourself to someone, like just party movement. I guess we could technically, well, if we all had control of each other, we could, but that would be a little annoying.
That's no.
Yeah. All right. As you come up to that direction, Zokar sort of carrying through that perception check, you again notice that the passageway that forks off to your left is narrower, a bit less well developed, and there is a wider passage that continues forward. You can see at this point, you're starting to notice on the ground a lot of scrape marks and wagon ruts and things of the dirt that has almost been tracked in and whatnot. It's not a perfectly smooth stone floor. You're seeing signs of passage and activity of mining equipment.
I'll get down on one knee and sort of touch one of the minecart paths, and I'll be like, rock plows.
Good.
Then I will continue in that direction.
All right.
Okay, that's the way we're going.
Going this
Yeah.
way?
Can I just pause here and listen or look and see if I see anything in the dark, the other fork at all?
Sure.
I like that idea.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check.
With advantage. I'll stay over there.
Okay. Selva, as you sort of listen, there is that dripping water sound, the cave that just almost vanishes into blackness ahead of you. And for a brief moment, you almost feel, you don't see anything, but you feel something within the shadows beckoning you forward. Step away from everyone else. And Tally puts his paw on your shoulder, sort of looking into the darkness with you, helping you with your perception, but unwittingly snapping you out of it and bringing you back to the moment.
What happened, Selva?
Something's off. It's weird down there. I think we're going the right way. We should keep moving.
Okay, then.
Something's not right over there.
I have it set up somehow unwittingly to move, but I dragged and dropped. I'm moving me and Sophie together.
Oh, good. Now, as you come in this direction, Zokar, the little bit of light that shines out from you reveals smaller and then increasingly larger boulders and chunks of rock that are spread about in the vicinity. You can see drag marks and places where stone has been pulled aside. You see long, dark, blackened stains on the stones and in the dirt. And then
They look like dried blood.
Yeah. And
do I see the glint of platinum anywhere in this big pile of rock?
yes, you definitely do. There is glittering, not bright, not vibrantly, but there is certainly, the unrefined ore is in veins through this material.
But nothing like a big seam or chunk that I could make something interesting out of. Okay. Well, I will not comment on the blood, and then I guess go down this way.
All right, and as you turn your attention that way, there is a sudden and drastic change as you almost feel a curtain of humidity cling to you as you step into this vibrantly deep hunter green space. The walls here coated in every direction with moss that grows up and covers every surface. It suddenly becomes almost deathly quiet as this moss carpet covers everything and muffles the sound of your passage forward.
Okay. Do I know anything about this moss?
You could make a nature check if you are the sort to be proficient in that.
Oh, I'm not proficient in it. I'm just very smart.
Fair enough, fair enough. You're not immediately familiar with it. And it is a bit remarkable, because generally your understanding is like plants need sunlight to grow. So this is a little unusual. Moss likes damp, dark places, but not pitch black. It seems to like shade. So that's a little unusual.
Anybody know anything about this moss?
I don't think I
Green
have.
damp.
I do have nature. I can try it.
All right, go ahead, take advantage from Zokar's existing assistance there.
I don't know how I happen to have nature, but I'll take it.
Mhm.
Oh, because I'm a ranger.
Yeah.
Did I just roll the exact? No, I got a great. My nature really helped us, guys.
All right.
You're proficient.
Yeah, you are able to back up Zokar's confusion and suspicion that,
Oh, great.
as far as you are aware, moss should not be growing underground like this, completely devoid of sunlight. This is not natural.
Ah, well, that's good to know. Let's continue and explore the source of this unnatural moss. Jarko, oh, Jarko. Wow, I'm sober too, which is really impressive. Oh,
A great many directions.
I'm getting back up right behind you so that I'm not.
I'm guessing. Let's just go forward. I feel like Zokar is just blundering like as straight as possible. He's not taking turns, so he's gonna keep not taking turns.
I'm not. Wait, slow down. I'd like to start sneaking.
Okay.
Just because like they're blundering ahead and I'm a little less comfortable with it. And so Sophie, who basically melts into the darkness, and I are going to like melt into the darkness.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check then.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Okay. And so you're hanging to the back of the party?
Yeah, I'm changing my position.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just because they're moving ahead so quickly, I'm like, this seems a
I'm
little
literally moving slower than I have ever moved.
Yeah, you moved, you jumped ahead. So keep going. That's keep going, moving. Oh wow, I see everything now.
Wait, can we just
Okay.
like in the middle of this take a quick listen? Just like what do we hear? Like maybe at the crux of these 4 routes.
I think that's a great idea. I will assist you in your perception.
Okay. Ooh. All right, let's see. So where did Selva go? Selva, where did you go? I lost you with the spectator token.
Underneath Sophie.
I'm like in the middle of these.
Underneath Sophie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Much better, much better. Okay. So Selva, as you are there, sort of listening, you hear this gasp, this pained gurgle. Sounds a lot like Baratsun coming from here.
No!
From where?
From here. Down that way.
I don't like this at
Okay.
one bit.
Really quick, we established that Baratsun is off on his own thing, or he's silently with us. He's been silently with us.
Baratsun vanished when Zokar wasn't paying attention last night.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I don't recall a point where I wasn't paying attention. I was paying very.
He was not paying attention to Baratsun. I'll rephrase that more clearly. and then Tally, if you've seen my my private message.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Well, I'm definitely gonna maybe grab Tally and sort
Oh
of.
no. Is it okay? I see.
Okay.
And
That's all. That's all. Sorry, I'm communicating with multiple players at the same time, and yeah.
so I turn to Selva and I say, "Hey, Selva, remember how you said something was weird and creepy? Maybe you should tell me a little more about what you meant by that."
Well, it felt like, I don't know, I just felt like a weird urge to go down there until you snapped me out of it. And just now, I swear I heard Baratsun, and it sounded like he was in trouble.
I heard some kind of whispering.
Did it say anything?
I couldn't tell, right? I couldn't tell.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna quickly sort of snap my claws at Azur and Zokar and like try to get them back and be like, "Let's circle up, guys."
Mm-hmm. It is maybe, I mean, it totally could be a trick, but
We got some weird shit going on here. Excuse my language. We've got some weird stuff going on here, everyone. Like, and I'll disseminate everything that's happened. There's something is happening in this mine that is not natural.
Well, yes. I mean, it killed everyone, and then they abandoned the town, and then buried all the
I'm
people.
aware.
Who do that?
There's something whispering at us, and we heard your countrymen, speciesmen, all around the corner over there.
Your planar men.
You're playing.
I will call out in GIF very loudly, Baratsun, are you there?
Okay.
I tell him to respond in GIF.
If so, respond in the proper tongue.
The common tongue for you.
Zokar, make a wisdom save, please.
No.
Oh no.
Ah!
Ooh. That's what the people like.
You hear in flawless GIF, this way.
Okay.
Baratsun says this way. Come on. And then I'll go that way.
I grab him.
Nope.
I literally physically grab him. And I'm like,
I will turn around and do a GIF Yankee hiss, which is a very different thing than a catfolk hiss.
I don't care. I ignore you completely. And I say, Selva tried to run off into the darkness too. I really think we need to not listen to whispers and stay together.
And I absolutely heard him in the opposite direction. So it's
So
not
I
hard.
I understand you want to go, but like, hold on.
It's a trap.
And remember the flock, the mean lock, they like anxiety or something. Maybe they're trying to make us anxious. That book we found.
Then perhaps we should bring anxiety to them. Let us form a shield wall and exterminate them from this nest one by one.
Okay, then we maybe should explore each one of these tunnels together without wandering off.
That is what I just said. Pick one.
Right. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Or do we think that the main path is right and these tunnels are trying to like pull us off into nonsense?
Well,
I'm kind of thinking that.
I don't know, because it looks like they circle back around. I mean, we're gonna have to explore this whole thing, right?
Maybe I need to zoom out a bit.
Then perhaps Selva should pick one.
Great. Okay. Okay. I think we should.
Sophie's disturbed, as you can tell from the meowing in the background.
How do I do the like ping
You click and hold in one location.
How about this one? Because it seems to loop back if we don't like what we see off to the right. It gives us some options.
All right, follow me, and I will draw my sword.
I will draw my bow. Sophie will draw her talons.
I like how sometimes our tokens spell tax or sax.
I can
There.
no longer move myself, and I don't know why.
Oh, you might have gotten stuck in a wall. Here, let me.
Can you move me out of the wall, please?
Yep, I'm working on it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Okay, let's see. All right, whoops. Hold up. Okay.
Does anybody know anything about magic that can like mimic something?
Oh, you mean mimics?
That
Yes.
he's made up.
Yeah, you jerk.
One time, a friend of mine sat in a chair. Most of him didn't return.
Tally.
Yes.
Refresh my memory. Do you wear a hat or anything on your head?
I don't believe so, but let me look at my little photograph. Because I have it right here.
Oh no, we're gonna get like mind sucked.
I don't, I just have a tuft of blue hair on my head.
All right.
Blue fur, I guess.
As you are sort of tailing the party, watching the rear, you distinctly feel like a comb through your hair. And as you sort of like whip around, there is this blackness. You have dark vision, so there's a brief sort of flash of black behind you, and then there's nothing.
I immediately, because I do not believe in secrecy, immediately impart this to the party. I'm like, wait, something touched my hair, and then there was blackness that I couldn't see through. This place is weird.
Did you like hit some stalagmites? I always forget what
I
they're
reach
called.
above my head and sort of do a little like, what's going on? And I assume there's nothing there.
No.
Has the style of my hair changed?
A little bit.
It was kind of a swept back thing before. Has it changed?
No, there's a center part now.
Well, they would notice that.
Yeah.
Especially Selva. Selva, my hair has a center part now. And
It looks nice.
I'm gonna just say, hey, look at this. I'm gonna put it back. I'm like, no.
I'd be like, what are you, Gen Z?
No. I don't
You
like
look
that.
you looked respectable.
I like shake like when cats get brushed the wrong way.
Yep.
And shake it out. I do that.
Good.
I'm going to put my hand in front of my mouth, and then I'm going to mage hand combing his hair.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
You don't know it's me. It's an invisible hand.
I'm really freaked out now.
All right.
Come this way. Stay in my light.
Sorry.
Yes, I know. He's excited.
Oh, Sophie.
No, she's loving that she gets to be included.
Right?
Let's go pick a direction.
Well, it looks like north just circles back around, so we could probably confirm that very, very quickly.
Yeah, just take a little peek.
In fact, I'll actually just send Sophie up there to confirm it. I'll be
Okay.
like, don't. She does. Confirms it.
Okay.
It's just a circle around a little chunk of land. It's what we've seen before.
Okay, well then we'll
Does
go
she
this
see
way.
anything aside from the empty hallway that goes back around?
That's an excellent question.
Because I sent her over about here. Hold on, guys, while I find out if my Drake's gonna die.
Sure.
Does a 14 hit her?
Oh, geez.
What? You're kidding.
Nope.
I don't know. Give me 30 seconds. Not even. No, her AC is a 16. So, ha!
Okay. So she briefly sees these two claws come down from the ceiling and try to swipe at her. And she has just enough time to whip around and see this hunched figure that then vanishes in a puff of black.
Well, I'm pretty sure she can't talk to me. I'm serious. Like, I think she's friendly to me and obeys my commands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she can't talk to me. That's an interesting question that we should discuss at some other time, which is how much can she communicate with me? Because I feel like there'd be a little bit, given that I summon her and she's bound to me.
Yeah, no, I think, at least for now, on a just basically empathic level, you get, fear from her. Like, there was something here that you sense that from her. Yeah.
She runs back and I say, guys, Sophie isn't like that corridor. Something tried to take a swipe at her.
Let's not go that way then.
We should all be aware that things might take swipes at you from the ceiling. Hopefully your AC is all higher than 14.
Well, perhaps we should take it out if it has the opportunity to circle around or meet with more of its fellows. That could be a problem. We've heard these noises coming from multiple directions. Perhaps it's wiser to take them down one at a time.
Not a bad idea.
Do you think we should go north then, or up?
Yes.
Okay.
Behind me. And then I will charge.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to send Sophie up with you, and I'm going to go a little farther behind.
Not what I was
Did
expecting.
anything happen?
This just loops back, and there's
Yeah, no, it just moves back.
Hey, Tally.
Okay, so we rush
Hey,
in
Tally,
here.
what do you want?
Hey, Tally, does a 21 hit your AC?
No, because I'm that power. Yes, of course, a 21 hits my AC. I'm a ranger.
Finally.
No.
6 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution save.
That's just mean. A Constitution save. I have no Constitution, so here's hoping I roll well. I did.
Ooh, nice.
I lose those temporary hit points.
Let's see, where did my thingamajigger go?
Ow! What hit me? Like, what happened?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Now.
It was a trap or a monster.
Oh no, it is they've it finally landed a hit on you.
Right?
Let's see, so sticking around. And so you feel this slashing across your back, and you whip around to see this hunched, disfigured, insectoid mole-like being that has like dropped down silently on the padded carpet of moss behind you and has swiped across and is now glaring you down. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. D12 initiatives.
So that's going to be an 8 for me.
Okay. Let's see. So we have a... Right, so a 14 from Zokar, a 6 from Azure, and
I think you
then
did the wrong one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just call it a 14 because a 12 plus 2 would, be the same sort of thing. All right, so Selva, you start us off.
Okay.
Ouch! I say.
All right. Well, you said it's a mole-like guy. Okay.
Insectoid mole thing.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to quicken
Ooh.
I think I'm just going to quicken my chromatic orb
Okay.
and then also hit it with chill touch.
All right. Goodness.
We're
Right.
just gonna, I don't like it. I want it
Yep.
done.
Okay. A 16 will hit.
Okay.
And what sort of energy is this?
Let's do let's do lightning.
Okay.
So, as a reaction,
Mhm.
Stofi gives you another d6 of lightning
Ooh.
Okay.
because she's a lightning drake right now. So whatever you did, add a d6 to it.
Okay. Trying to remember how to
Sorry, I know.
Just click
lightning.
on that pink box on chromatic orb there in roll 20.
Aha, I see. Gotcha.
Perfect. And then
And-
manually roll another d6 on top of that.
Okay, cool.
Yay! Oh, just
Alright.
the first one.
All right, so 14 damage total. And then also, actually, Selva, at the beginning of your turn, as you sort of whirl around, hearing Tally sort of shriek out, and you see this looming figure in the darkness, I need a wisdom saving throw from you. Okay. Let's see, and that is... Yeah, okay. So you managed to sort of steel yourself and not be thrown off by this ambush. You may continue your turn.
Okay. So so that means it hit 14 then?
Yes, it did 14
Okay.
damage, and you can follow up with that chill touch that you wanted to do.
Lovely. I think I still have the very hyper vigilance from PTSD from
How do you
past
get to do both?
experiences.
Sorcerer stuff.
Ooh,
Is that good?
that's a hit, absolutely. And 7 damage. Now managing to bloody this creature.
Ow.
All right. That's what happens when sorcerers spend their sorcery points.
Oh, that was
Of
it.
which she now has all the sorcery
Oh
points.
my god. Yeah, no, she has so many.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Any movement from you, Selva?
I'm probably just gonna maybe back up a little bit because I kind of, oh no, I have to switch the hand back. I'll just kind of back up and be okay, get
Cool.
myself together.
Can we ping where this thing is? Was it here?
Down here.
Oh, you
Okay.
can't see it from where you are.
Yeah, it's outside of your light.
That's fine.
But you know, the hide action is not being taken, so you hear the fighting going on over there.
Am I correct in assuming it's my turn?
Yes.
I will move here.
Okay.
And then taking my various tools out, I will begin clanging them on one another to produce vibrations. And then I will fire a bolt of lightning through it from my chest gem, and I will cast Fairy Fire right here.
Ooh. Okay. Dexterity save. And that is a 16, so I think that's a success.
That's a success. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Nothing ever. I have not had anything not succeed at a saving throw against my spells so far.
Oh.
It's very annoying.
Oof.
So that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to its turn. It has been
Good.
bloodied rapidly.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's a tanky boy.
Yeah.
I mean, every object in that 20-foot radius is now glowing.
Yeah,
so
I was
there's
gonna
at least
say-
a lot of light.
Yeah, there's shiny moss. Is it bright or dim light?
It's dim.
Gotcha. Okay. It does seem to squint a little bit, but not seem too terribly phased. But even so, it is going to sort of like rake its claws together, and the shadows, out of the edges are going to rush inwards, and it is going to vanish and reappear behind Selva
Oh, it Missy stepped.
and make a swipe at her. Oof, 22. So Selva, you take 6 points of slashing damage, and I need a Constitution save.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Selva, you feel that same sort of icy chill from Chalet Brantifax, or from the forest,
No.
that kind of clings into you, and you remember that hunched figure at the edge of the mine entrance, and just you're almost pulled back into that moment and watching as the head sort of twists around unnaturally to look at you across the distance, and then it's suddenly in your face. You are paralyzed presently.
And I'm just like, when I get back to Candlekeep, I need a therapist.
Yeah. All right.
Except due to the paralyzation, it comes out as.
Up. All right, Tally, your turn.
Fine. I draw my bow and I take a. Well, actually, how long does it last at this point? It lasts an hour. Yeah, I'm.
Draw your glowy sword.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna draw my bow. I'm gonna hunter's mark it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna draw my bow and shoot at it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, because unlike my sword, my bow is a +9 to hit,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna need because I roll a 3.
Oof. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
You know what? That makes me angry.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, at the end of my turn, Sophie's gonna attack it.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to figure out what that means. There it is. Okay, cool. So Sophie's gonna try to bite it.
All right. She's gonna run over and duck between Selva's legs.
And is gonna no, miss too, like her
Oh
dad.
no. Oh no. All right. That brings us to Azure.
I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim,
Okay.
and then I'm going to fire my crossbow.
And roll them 3 dice.
Yeah, let's reroll that 16 because I have Elven accuracy now, so I can reroll if I have advantage.
I think that's a thing that Beyond 20 can do, by the way.
I'll have to play around with it.
Yeah.
There's something called super advantage. I don't know what that means.
I think that's what super advantage is. It's the 3
Okay.
rolls.
Well, we'll try it. We're going to try it next round.
Yeah. But yes, a 19 will do the trick.
Okay, that's a lot.
Oh, 23 points of damage.
What?
I forgot rogues are good.
Yup.
I rolled 6 and a 5 on my sneak attack.
Yeah. It is blasted with the impact of your bolt, pinned against the wall, and just sort of like starts to turn oozy black and start dripping down the mossy wall as it starts to dissolve into bones and goop.
And I'll like grab Selva and like kind of shake her because it looks like she's just frozen right now, right?
Yeah, she is icy cold to the touch and just shock still.
Oh, I used my bonus action, so I can't do anything else.
Yeah. Right. Very good. Let's see. We'll continue along. Anything from nope. Anything Selva, at the end of your turn, so you're paralyzed, so nothing happens, but at the end of your turn, give me that Constitution save again. All right. You manage to break your way back out of it, regain control of your muscles, and come out of that nightmare memory and regain control of your body again.
And I Sophie, actually unprompted, Sophie like walks up to Selva and like paws at her and is like, ah.
I'm glad we have an emotional support, Drake.
We do.
I will walk up to this thing and try and get a good look at it, and then I will decapitate it to make sure that it stays dead.
All
That was
right.
not what I was expecting.
Go ahead and make a Arcana check or a Medicine check.
I can't help with either of them.
All
Do
right.
medicine.
From an Arcana perspective, it is definitely a magical creature of some form, considering that it is at a decent pace, dissolving into goop. And so you readily just sort of like smash these. It's basically the flesh is all dissolving away into this icky tar, and the bones remain. So you sort of like smash down and just like smash the skull into pieces.
That's good. Okay. Everyone okay?
Ish.
Yeah, I didn't get hit that one. I didn't get hit that fight for once.
Did anyone get hit?
Well, you did.
Tally.
Tally.
I mean, I
yeah.
got paralyzed.
I got hit pretty badly.
I did get
actually.
hit, yeah.
Just pointing that out, it sucked. I mean, I'm fine. I don't need healing, but like, God, it sucked. Sophie's okay though. She goes back and runs over to me and licks at my wound and does nothing because, you know, she's not a healing cat.
Okay.
How about we take a brief break?
Sure. All right. Remember, bio breaks, at home, online, in person, etc. Breaks are important. So we will be back in 5 minutes. See you all soon. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your break. I know we did, didn't we? Right?
Mhm.
All right. And so we dive back in as the party is encountering the denizen of this strange circumstance.
What I would like to do is, would you give me 3 of your bolts, AZ?
Sure.
I'm going to take an action. I'm going to make each of those bolts glowy boys.
Cool.
Testing a theory. If one of those things appears, you pump them full of one of these, and I will hand them back to you.
Pump them full of lead.
Okie dokie.
So you should have 3. Takes 15 seconds or so, but I give you back 3 glowy bolts.
Neat.
Handy dandy. All right. So where to, or what next?
Well, I think south makes sense, given that we cleared this little weird thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead, Zokar. Lead us off, tank boy.
Right over there.
Wow, okay.
Wait for everyone to get up with me.
I can't believe with my +9 I managed to miss. That better not happen again.
Oh,
Okay, let's keep going south.
we're
Going
spelling
off on tangents seems to be bad.
we're spelling ass right now, just so everyone knows.
Spelling astics. So wait a minute. Hold on. Before you go forward, Zokar, pause for a second. I'm going to once again send Sophie into this little thingy and see if there's anything there.
Okay.
Okay.
Meow, meow, hello. Is there anything there?
Does a 19 hit her?
Oh, for God's
Oh my
sake!
gosh.
So yes, there's something there. This is why I have a disposable cat.
She's
yes.
a canary.
Well, she can be resummoned. Yes, a 19 hits her.
8 slashing damage, and I
She's
need
okay.
a Constitution save from her.
From her?
Yeah.
Well, that's not nice. Ha! No one messes with my cat.
No. So yeah, she comes scrabbling backwards, and there is a poof of blackness as the creature vanishes away.
How much damage did you say?
8.
So I say to the group, I don't know if there's something bad in there or what, but it just attacked my baby.
Form up back to back. Leave no space between us.
But should we do we want to check that out or just leave it alone?
We're being hunted.
Yes, I know.
No more splitting off. We make sure someone is watching to the back and someone is watching to the front, and we take our time.
The only thing we'll split off is Sophie, because I can resummon her, I say, somewhat callously. Scout, she can take it. And I go into my pouch, and even though she's magical, I pull out a little strip of beef jerky and I throw it to the cat. Okay, let's keep going.
Cool.
This way, slightly south.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
Maybe continue around this wall to the left.
Yeah, it looks like a dead end over to the right.
Oh, it does? Okay, so then we'll go this way. I
Well,
can't see.
Hold on. I can't see that. Does it look like a dead end to the right?
Yeah, it's just like an empty
Oh, I see it. There's a little pouch in there. I'm scared to go in there because Sophie will get hit again.
yeah.
Well, then let's go
I
this
feel
way.
like every time I send Sophie out, the DM is spiting me.
Ooh, there's something up ahead.
Yeah,
As those of you with dark vision are able to peek ahead, you start to smell something different. The air, while still humid, begins to develop a sort of acrid tinge to it. You smell the sort of rotten egg, musty scent of decay and slimy, acidic tingling up the back of your nose. And ahead you see thick pillars of moss-covered stone rising up to support a tall 20-foot high cavern. And there are stone slabs fused up out of the floor and sort of buttressed up. Their sides also covered in moss, and their tops flat and stained dark. Of course, this is all in dark vision, so you don't see any degree of color in the space.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, let's go.
Ew.
What in the
And
hell? This seems like a place where we're going to have a major battle.
The metagaming.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I would never.
And as those of
Oh
you
my god.
As those of you with dark vision come closer, you see chained down to one of these stone slabs, unmoving, is Baratzun.
I'm glad my character didn't get chained down while I was missing. God, I'm never missing another session again.
This is what you get.
I know, this is the DM really putting it to the screws to you to not miss the session.
Other than Baratzun, who may or may not be Baratzun and may in fact be a trap, what else is going on in here? I'll put an arm out and suggest that we look around first.
Mm-hmm. Can we see, can I tell, does Baratzun look awake?
He is not moving. You can't see, really see clearly his face or anything from this vantage point, but there is no motion. So go ahead and whoever wishes, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll help whoever does.
Okay, I will be so helped. To no great avail.
So, Zokar, as you look around the room, it definitely has this unsettling, otherworldly quality to it. This high, vaulted, mossy ceiling with long sort of tendrils of, sort of lichen or what's that, hanging moss that comes down from the ceiling. The stalactites, these thick columns that hold up the ceiling. It's all very sort of unsettling, but you don't see anything specific within the vicinity, or hear anything, most pointedly.
Well, then I'm going to do what I normally do as my little kitty ranger, and I'm going to that wasn't what I went to do. I'm going to try to just send Sophie over to Baratzun and have her look at him and be like, meow.
Okay, make a perception check.
With me or with?
Have her make a perception check.
For God's sakes. She does not have perception. What is the skill that it's based off of?
Wisdom.
Oh, she has some wisdom. She's a wise little kitty, but apparently not today.
Oof. He's very scraped up, has cuts all over his face, so she's just sort of licking there. And
Do drakes have hands?
No, I think she's got like four claws,
I guess what I'm saying is he tied down in any way?
Yeah, he is chained down.
And I guess she probably can't unchain him.
Yeah. And as she is sort of there trying to tend to him, see what is happening.
Whatever.
Let's see if you would all hold still. Hold still for a moment. Hold still. Go back to where you were, please, or where you would be.
This is where I would have been. Sorry.
Hi guys, this is my official trap triggerer. Its name is Sophie Cat. Which I guess kind of works.
Okay. As there is just these, or actually, no, not going to be that. Going to be, whoops, I want to be on the correct layer here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, right about there. As there is these bursts of shadow that just almost seem to an explosion of shadow out from the walls, like the moss is almost growing outwards and disgorging 4 of these disturbing creatures. And I need you all to roll initiative, please. D12s.
You're not like this.
I
I rolled
love
the
it.
exact same initiative.
Ah.
Ugh.
12 for Selva.
6 for me.
Ooh, okay. Yes. Right, all right. I am very sorry to report that they won the initiative there, although I suppose it makes sense.
They did get the drop on us, you know.
Indeed. So, 1 attack on Azure. That's a miss. 2 attacks on Tally. A miss and an 18.
The 18 barely hits me.
Okay. 6 slashing and a Constitution save, please.
Ow.
And on Sophie is a miss. Wow, they really suck.
Natural 20 on the Constitution save.
All right. You are A-okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting beaten up.
Now, Selva, you begin your turn as there is this burst of darkness nearby you, and you see this twisted visage turn to you, and you feel that chill run down your spine. I need a wisdom save at the start of your turn.
Okay.
You have, let's see. Oh, and you are A-okay. As you push back, you know that you have fought these once successfully. You can handle them now. And you feel a bit better
Progress.
about that.
Great.
You have fought them enough now to realize that they have an aura effect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yes, you may continue your turn while I get those auras visible for play's sake.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to. I'm gonna quicken Scorching Ray to hit the 3 most northern ones.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna hit the very top one with Jolt.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. I've never used Scorching Ray before, so let's see what's up.
You're probably gonna have to roll it 3 times.
Okay. I rolled it and make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Okay. So that's, should I do 1 at a time, or is that like that applies to all 3 right there?
No, you'll roll for each of them, so go ahead and roll it twice more.
Okay.
All right, that is 3 hits.
Yay.
Okay. So this will be for the, I guess I'll go top to bottom of
Yeah.
those top 3.
The jerks are on fire.
All right, 5 fire damage. 8 fire damage. 7 fire damage. All right.
Then I'm gonna also jolt the top guy.
All right. Oof. Unfortunately, the 12 is a miss.
Okay.
All right, not bad, not bad. Zokar, you begin your turn, and I need a wisdom save, please, from the aura. That is a success. You have fought these before. You are fine.
I step here, draw my sword, and bring it down to cut this thing into.
Oh! Remember those heavy crits.
How do I do a crit?
I don't think that there's an option within Beyond 20 for how we do crits. So
There is.
Oh, is there?
It's called perfect rolls.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, anyway.
Okay, so I rolled a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be
Plus
10 plus 12 plus 4. So that's 26 damage.
Yeah, sounds about right. That one drops. Just you cleave right through, turning it to butter.
Ah!
Oopsie.
And then I will use the remainder of my movement, I guess, to crowd another one.
Whoops. Shoot. I got rid of the spectator. There we go. Okay.
And I'll move there to crowd it.
All right. Very good. Very good. I like it. It's what the people love to see. All right. Azure, I need a wisdom save.
Oh, there's only one now.
Yep. That is a success.
I will use. Oh, I don't know.
Shoot them with the light. The light.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, and then as I'm running back, I will just shoot at him with a glowy bolt.
All right. Oof. Impacts on the wall behind it and goes clattering away harmlessly.
That's all I can do.
All right. Tally.
It does. The bolt does shed.
That is
light
true.
in a
That is, yep.
5-foot radius.
Yep.
You're
I
gonna
was.
need me to save, aren't you?
Yes, I will need wisdom saves from you and your dear Drake. Let's see here.
My wisdom save is an 11.
All right. That is a success.
Oh,
My
okay.
well, that's good. Thank God for DC 10s. My kitty cat's wisdom save, she has a decent save, is not. It's 9.
All right. She is frightened.
Okay, that's fine. Give me 1 second, please. But she can still attack. She just can't move closer to it.
Correct. And she has disadvantage on those attacks.
Yeah. But she can also just do her thing where she's giving her reaction to other people.
Yeah.
So in 5e, so if I take a pot shot at this one, I don't have any kind of disadvantage.
Yes, you do, because you have a enemy adjacent. Well, 2 enemies adjacent to you.
Why does it matter if I'm not shooting at them?
Because as long as anyone is adjacent to you, you have disadvantage on ranged attacks. Because you're trying to defend yourself whilst shooting.
I see.
That's
So
why
if
I
was
disengaged.
here, that wouldn't be a thing, but I would take I would take 2 attacks opportunity.
Correct.
Have either of them used their reaction yet?
They do not seem to have done so.
I'm gonna suck it up. Let him try.
All right. The one to the north of you is recoiling from the light that is shining from Zokar and this crossbow bolt to either side. So It seems to struggle with the strike, and it misses you as a result. The one that was more southerly of you only gets a 12, so I assume that's a miss.
I'm gonna do it.
All
Gonna
right.
be worth the try. I'm gonna fire a shot at the one next to my kitty cat.
All right.
But sorry, as a bonus, as a bonus action, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark onto it first.
Gotcha. Would you like to shimmy any further? Because right now there is a big stone column in your way.
Yes, that's lovely. Thank you.
This
Can I hit it?
this is the stone column. You just moved yourself even worse. Yeah, that'll do. That's reasonable.
I think I can get through it now.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yes,
It rolled so well it should hit.
a 27 will do the trick. Yep.
That will be this plus another d6. So that's 12 plus my hunter's mark. Ooh, max damage, 18 total.
Woof. All right. That one is now bloodied.
Sophie's going to take a chomp at it. If I can get to her. Gosh darn it. This is like not the most user-friendly thing ever. She's going to take a chomp at it. And hits.
Unfortunately, she has disadvantage, though.
She takes another chomp at it. She fails.
Oh.
That's fine.
All right.
She'll get her reaction to somebody else.
Yep. Okay. Back up at the top. They have their turns and want absolutely nothing to do with what Zokar is dishing out.
Yahoo!
You better fucking run.
This one.
Leave that one.
This one is going to actually disengage and just go sort of vaulting and running across the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one is going to shimmy around and come after Tally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the other one's going to go after Sophie. Miss on Sophie.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I forgot, so go ahead.
And then miss on Tally. And the other one did a disengage action. So swing and a miss for them. That brings us to Selva.
Okay. Let me ask a question. Is this buddy right here? Would you describe him as humanoid?
This buddy.
Actually, yeah, it's going to be there. Sorry, that one.
Yeah.
Make a Arcana check. This is not. You don't have to have the Arcana proficiency in this circumstance.
I mean, I'm only asking because I would try to use hold person on him.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So go ahead. You do have disadvantage because 18 on the disadvantage ain't half bad. You, based on what you are piecing together of the fairy tales that you've read, the strange way that they've decomposed and whatnot, you feel pretty confident that these are not humanoids. They are extraplanar creatures.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will.
This is speciesist. I do not care for it.
I will then see here. Remind me. So these rectangles, are they tall, or is it the pillars that are tall?
The circular, dark lined blobs are pillars. The squares are like 3 foot tall slabs.
Okay. Then I'm going to do a level 3 magic missile.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, level 2.
Level 2. Okay, so four bolts.
Is it 4 bolts?
Yes.
It says 3 darts.
3 darts.
Going.
3 darts when it's level 1. If you bump it up to level 2, you get another dart.
Oh, okay. So I could put that extra dart on somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do 4 darts then, and then guy up north will get the guy disengaging will get 2.
Gotcha. Okay. So go ahead and there we go. All right. So two bumps apiece just for ease of calculation there. So, guy up north is going to take 4 damage. These guys are going to take 2. All right, that doesn't make anyone freshly bloodied, but the guy to the south is still bloodied. Anything else?
I guess maybe I'll like get a little. No. I'm
All
good.
right, very good. That brings us to Zokar.
Okay. Could you ping me the locations of these things?
Yes, we have the one that disengaged ran over in this direction. The one that is engaged with Sophie is still down there doing combat. And then one that Tally escaped from circled back around to get him here.
I forgot you can't see all of this.
Yeah.
I can't see anything. I will take my artificer tool and I will point to the buried light bolt and I will cast catapult on it in the direction of the disengaged guy.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
So it will go in a line at him and impact him. He needs to make a dex saving.
Okay. Oof, that's a fail.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
13.
take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Yeah, he's now bloodied and wincing from this this bolt that is squished against his body.
Yeah, it clatters to the ground, casting light on him.
Yep.
I hope he hates it.
He does.
And I will then say rally, and I will move to cast my light next to my compatriots.
All right, very good.
That's my turn.
That will bring us to Azure. I need a wisdom save for the fear effect. Yep, you're fine.
I'm gonna do the try and intrude. Oh, I'm actually gonna move back. Oh, I can't. I can't move if I use this ability, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Hopefully, I didn't move last turn. I guess I'll just stand here and aim at him.
All right.
Okay.
Set.
I tried the super advantage and it didn't work.
All right, we'll tinker with it. But I mean, go ahead for your crit fish, but the 17 works.
Oops.
Yeah. All right, hit.
Take the 18. No, not as good. Against this guy.
Yeah. Okay. That one is now bloodied as well.
And I would have. I should say I was shooting with one of the light crossbows.
Gotcha. Okay. 1 second.
So hopefully it's sticking in him right now.
Yeah, that'll just be on him. There we go. All right.
Can I shot it like in his back so he can't like reach it?
I don't think so.
Mm.
But yeah, he's not having a good time. Right, that brings us to Tally. I need a wisdom save for both of you.
Well, this is mine. Ooh, yuck. I'm frightened.
Yes, you are.
It's just fine. And Sophie is, well, we'll see.
Actually, I was going to say Sophie is already frightened, actually. So
She's already frightened. Can she save?
Yeah, actually, we neglected, or actually, give me 1 second. How does this work again? Oh, no. So yes, she got unfrightened. Now she's eligible again. So we'll see if she fails this.
Yeah, she fell.
Okay. She is re-frightened.
Great.
I specifically shouted rally. I don't.
Okay, so Tally's gonna, for God's sakes, Tally is going to provoke another attack of opportunity by running away.
Okay.
Appropriately frightened. She's gonna move there, or he's gonna move there. Not
Yep.
she.
Natural 1 from the disadvantage.
keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I think a pot shot can be had here even while moving away.
Yeah. While you're moving away, you can take a pot.
Cool. That's what I'm trying to pot shot while I'm moving away. As a bonus action, no, my Hunter's Mark already is on that one, so it's fine. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Which one was this?
That was the one in near Sophie.
Okay, gotcha.
So it takes 10 plus a d6 from my Hunter's Mark, so it takes 13 damage.
All right, that one is down.
Yahoo! Sophie moves over here. No, Sophie's frightened. Sophie can't move over there. Sophie,
Well, actually, no. So technically, she is frightened of the one that just died. So function.
cool. Sophie
I was gonna say,
charges in,
yeah,
meowing all the way.
functionally, she is really not frightened anymore because the
Cool.
target.
Sophie charges in, meowing all the way, and bites him for
All right.
17.
Yeah, that'll do.
Cool. So Sophie does 1d6 piercing. That's 4 piercing plus 2 lightning.
All right. Oof. Hurt him all. All right, that one is still standing.
She actually grabs onto him with her teeth and will not let go, and it's just like.
Good. I like it. All right, well, now they get turns. And so as a result, that one is, well, he got hit by that crossbow bolt, so he can't really do much about that.
Yes, my master plan comes to
Yeah, he's gonna use his action to pull it out and just throw it away.
doing damage, I hope, for that surgery.
No, not quite so much. He already took the damage going in. He used his action instead of, potentially paralyzing Sophie. So I think it's a fair trade.
Just say if you rip a crossbow bolt out of your body, you should take at least a point of damage. That's all I'm saying.
Then this one is going to provoke. Oops, this one is going to provoke and sort of scoot over and then take cover.
So Tally only has a ranged weapon. How does that work with opportunity attacks?
You can punch with disadvantage to deal an amount of damage equal to your strength modifier.
Well, I have claws. So
That's right. Yeah. So you can do an unarmed your claw damage. You have disadvantage because of your fear, but it's a thing you could choose to do.
The lowest roll was a 1, so I don't need to roll the second one.
All right, fair enough. So it's gonna skirt around, and then let's see. Zokar, you just get this. You see a very concerning sudden sort of jet of sparks as you hear like a fuse being struck.
Okay, can I see the spark traveling?
You can. It's almost. It's kind of like almost like a flare has been struck. So like you're seeing this like gout of flame coming out from behind the pillar, and then you hear that sort of hiss of a fuse.
Okay.
And then it keeps going. All right, and that brings us to Selva.
Okay. We just heard the flare thing get ignited. Or
Yeah.
so okay.
I mean, you all hear it and you see this like surge of sort of jet-like fire, and now there's like some sparks going. Zokar has a better understanding of what's going on, but you all hear this and see this.
Okay.
I will shout out helpfully. Make sure he doesn't touch that to anything.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna chase Well, I guess let's see. Can you remind me how much like a square means?
That is 5 feet. So your typical. Oh, well, that's right. You're you're a half elf. So you would move 6 squares.
Okay. It's 5 feet.
And diagonals don't count special.
Yeah.
If you want to move diagonally, that's still 5 feet.
D&D
Okay.
is magically non-Euclidean.
Okay.
Also, I left.
Smash Euclidean.
Well, that's. And do we have any sense of like how much health the guy on the left has?
Both of the remaining mean locks are bloodied.
Bloodied. Okay. Well, then I am going to move a little bit closer. This guy's trying
Is
to run
this
it,
the torch?
That is the torch.
and I'm gonna scorching ray the guy on the left, but I'm gonna do all 3 at him.
Okay. All right, an 11 will miss. A 26 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Okay, and then the 22 is going to hit. But yeah, roll some damage for me because Scorching Ray is a successive, I think, right?
I probably should have specified don't fire at the thing.
Oh no.
That's fine. It's fine. Selva, with 2 good bolts firing out here, how are both of these targets going down?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, both targets.
Yeah, your first bolt kills your primary target, and
okay.
because Scorching Ray is successive blasts, you can
Gotcha.
pivot over and get the other one.
Well, I think it's probably like pretty violent, and they're sort of burning, and it's gross, and it smells like charred flesh.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. These gouts of flame shoot out and start to melt like just horrid, disgusting wax figures. Just start to melt in place, the bones burning as the flesh turns to tar and just flames in place.
Yeah, Indiana Jones face melting guy for sure.
Yep. Very good, very good. All right. Let's see, that was Selva. Zokar, your turn.
Well, they're all dead, right?
Yep.
I will use Mage Hand to gently put out the flare torch.
Okay.
Just Mage Hand pinch it.
Okay.
Pinch.
Fair.
And then I will search for whatever was around him that he was trying to light and disconnect it.
Gotcha. Make a with advantage investigation check.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable. To clarify any vagueness I might have had in my language. As you sort of rush over and you've got your mage hand and you realize what's going on, is that he had this sort of flare thing and had used it to light a fuse on that column that he was standing behind.
Oh no.
And so
I stopped that.
Yeah,
I stopped that with pinching.
Yeah, exactly. So you stop that, and the threat is diffused. We can now leave initiative.
Then I will go around and find all of these fuses, and I will cut them.
Yeah.
Very good.
Then I will collect the thing they're connected to.
Make a you have alchemist's proficiency?
I do, actually.
Okay, make a dexterity tool check.
That's gonna be a +5.
Oof. You are... Was that an accidental, or is there some sort of advantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I was going to re-roll that with a... inspiration.
Gotcha. Didn't come through over the speaker.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's the control. It's a Mac, and the control button is not in the lower left-hand corner. That's a function button. And I fat fingered it.
No worries. All right, cool. So you briefly have this moment where you're realizing, oh, this is more complicated and sophisticated than I thought. Before you sort of focus in, realize that you're dealing with dangerous components, and it's weird because what's really going on here is that it's not like proper dynamite sticks. It's almost like poultices of alchemical ingredients that are just sort of mashed together, tied in cloth, and then stuffed into these little cavities and natural cracks in order to feed on. So you manage to sort of collect all of those various components that are integrated with the rock and feel pretty comfortable with the reagents that you have collected.
Oh yes.
What about Barzoon?
I'm gonna go try and get him out, but I
I'll
might
be
struggle for a bit.
No.
Oh, I guess I don't struggle.
All right. So, oh wait, I wonder. Let's see. What is it? Wait. Yeah, no, it's not. That's weird. Why did it take the second one? Interesting.
Oh, because I have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, as you fiddle around with that, you get him unlocked and now realize that he is breathing, but is just drenched in sweat. And there is this sort of like feverish look to him. And as you release him, he starts to wake up, but is still fairly delirious from whatever he has experienced.
I will take. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how long do these bolts last?
Until I make something new.
Then can I like jam each one into the wall, like here and here?
Yeah.
And then maybe we take a short rest and try to get Barrett soon awake.
Yeah. In fact, I will gently electrify one gloved hand and then slap him with it. Wake up.
Is that a lesser restoration or a cure wounds of electricity, or is it literally electricity?
It's more flavor than actual mechanical benefit.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a delirious, like, he spits out some like really old some cliche joke in Gith. And just is sort of delirious.
Well, then in Gith, I will laugh heartily, and then I'll turn to the materials, and I will say the primies, as one might say, and I will say, "Oh, we're gonna just make a meal. I'll make him something to eat. He'll feel better, and then I'll get to work. We'll take a short rest."
Very good. All right, and with that, you hunker down, rest up, and that is where we shall call a conclusion to the episode, as you have...
My kitty disappears.
Aww. So we will call the episode there, as you have successfully ascertained and dispatched the threat to the village of Verdamel and purged the mines of its meanlock infestation.
Oh, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize that was the whole thing.
Yeah, more or less.
Obviously, we have a little more down here.
We can do all the cleanup-y stuff at the very beginning of next session. I don't think it'll take very long.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, I imagine they were just to tie the knot, close the loop. They were the invisible monsters that were coming in and murdering people.
That would very much fit with what you saw of their combat abilities.
Makes sense. Though we don't know exactly how that ties into the person in the magic shop saying that they were uncomfortable with what was going on. So we don't know the whole story yet, but we know that.
Well, I mean, these things made me hear perfect Gith language. They seem spooky.
Yeah, well, clearing out the mine for sure, which is good because then we'll have a good return on investment from our probability. Was it a probability? Was that the word?
That was precisely the word.
Good.
We've got
I'm gonna use
dynamite.
that in real life. I'm going to use that in my real life from now on.
Good.
There's probably more goodies in here. There's platinum to, extort
Heck
from
yeah.
whoever we opened this up from. I mean, the sky's the limit. We could all be very wealthy people.
That is such a nasty word. I think more receive payment from.
All right. Well, we shall pick up the loose ends of this particular chapter and then transition into some downtime and level ups after the fact in our next episode, which today, or as you all are seeing this, it is presumably August 25th. And so our next episode will be airing on September 8th. Join us live on Twitch for the premiere, or catch us obviously on VOD or on YouTube on the Saturday after airing.
And catch up on all the episodes on YouTube like I've been doing, even though I'm playing.
Exactly. It's all there. So, and this is about the time where disembodied voice Brendan or live Brendan will swoop in and say hello and shepherd you all off to something else fun for the evening or entertain questions. Hi, disembodied Brendan.